Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Song Ming, your mind hacker extraordinaire. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not just fascinating, but also incredibly practical. So, let me ask you this: if you had to choose between a life where most people hate you or one where most people like you, what would you choose? I mean, living surrounded by enemies? That sounds terrifying, right? The key to your happiness, my friends, really comes down to interpersonal relationships.
Wow. That's a heavy question. I think I'd definitely choose the one where people like me. Laughs, I mean, who wants to be the villain in their own life story, right?
Exactly. So today, I'm going to teach you how to use psychological manipulation to make everyone like you. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? I've got 5 major manipulation rules for interpersonal relationships that can change the game for you.
Manipulation? That sounds a bit sneaky, but I'm all ears. What's the first rule?
The first rule is the law of homogeneity. This one's super easy to learn. Did you know that a survey showed simply stating you share a birthday with someone can change their perception of you positively? It's wild. You can create commonality with others during conversations, which increases empathy and connection.
Wait, so if I just casually mention my birthday, people will suddenly like me more? That's kind of mind-blowing. Sigh, I need to remember that.
Exactly. It's all about finding those little threads of connection. Another trick is to verbalize the other person's mood. The more empathy you show, the more common ground you'll find, making it easier to like them.
I can see that. It's like when you're at a party and someone's feeling awkward and you just say, "Hey, I totally get it. I've been there." It's like a little bridge of understanding, right?
Absolutely. And you want to avoid objectionable remarks that could turn people off. That's crucial. Now, the fourth rule is what I call spontaneous characteristic transformation. This psychological phenomenon shows that if someone speaks negatively about others, it can lead to a negative perception of them instead.
Oh, wow. So it's like if I'm gossiping about someone, people might start to think I'm not a great person either? That's a bit of a wake-up call.
Exactly. Positive environments like weddings can foster connections and even lead to romantic relationships. It's all about the atmosphere you create.
Speaking of weddings, I once went to this wedding where the couple had a no-gossip rule. Everyone was just so nice to each other. It was like a bubble of positivity. Laughs.
That's a fantastic example. Now, let's move on to the reward law, which states that good or bad actions will return to you. Listening is more valuable than talking. People appreciate those who listen.
Oh, totally. I mean, I've had conversations where I just nod and say, and the other person lights up. It's like they're just waiting for someone to hear them out. Saw it.
Exactly. And the second most effective method is the Franklin effect, where asking someone for a small favor can create a favorable impression.
Wait, so if I ask someone to hold my drink for a second, they'll like me more? That's sneaky but genius.
Right? And finally, the number one rule is the simple exposure effect. The more you see someone, the more you like them. This principle applies to everyday interactions and even advertising. Increasing small talk can enhance intimacy and familiarity.
Wow. So it's like the more I chat with my barista, the more I'll feel connected to them. That's kind of sweet.
Exactly. Practice these 5 manipulation techniques and your daily life will become more exciting. Like and follow, everyone.
I can't wait to try these out. Thanks, Song. I'm definitely going to be the most liked person at my next gathering. Laughs.